What's going on, YouTube? As always, no intro. I'm gonna get straight to it. The Giants got their tail whooped today. Um, what's the problem? A lot of things were the problem. Um, let's start at the top, and we can work our way down. Like we can work our way down. First off, why are we wearing these nasty uniforms? Why are we wearing these ugly uniforms? Why are we wearing these uniforms to get whooped like this? We had Lawrence Taylor, we had Eli Manning, we had Phil Simms, we had Michael Strahan, we had everybody. I don't think Michael Strahan was at the game. He's probably working. But we had a ton of Giants legends on the sideline out there cheering this team on. And we came out with the fight of 1,000 mouses. I mean, no, they would fight harder. We just came out just horrible. We came out with low energy. We came out with no urgency. And the defense, all out of the bat, comes out here and forces a fumble against the Vikings. The defense again gets a horrible call, and Darnold throws it deep to what should be an interception. As Aaron Jones is padding his stats right now, wrapping up this game with 3 minutes left. But as Sam Darnold goes deep to what should be an interception, Adorie's trying to turn his head around to pick the ball off, and Addison is literally pushing him and jumping over him to interfering with him. And we get the call. It's defensive pass interference that gets them their first touchdown. Okay, fine. Fine, that's cool. That's all good. Why is Daniel Jones playing the way that he is? Why is Daniel Jones playing the way that he is? And before, like I said, I want to start at the top and I want to work my way down. So before I get to Daniel Jones, why is Brian Dable, after all offseason about we want to be aggressive, we want to take shots down the field, we're going to be aggressive. The players, we're going to be aggressive. Coach wants us to be aggressive. We're going to throw the ball down the field, make sure we get down the field. We're going to be an explosive offense. I'm excited about the explosion. This guy over here with a different voice, I'm excited. All of this stuff keeps getting reiterated. And we come out 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver sometimes, and 3 tight ends, or 2 wide receivers and 2 tight ends, and we're just running the ball. We're just running the ball as if we're a smash mouth football team. Now, I have no problem with that. But once you started the game off and it didn't work, why did you come out drive after drive after drive after drive after drive after drive of not throwing the ball, of not putting your wide receivers out there that you said you wanted to be explosive with? Jalen Hyatt got in the game, and the first play he got in there, they threw the ball to him, and he dropped it because, like I said, he's been sitting the whole game. He's been sitting down the whole game. So, I mean, what do you expect? He's not in any kind of rhythm. It's the fourth quarter, and you're like, Hyatt, go in there. Go in there, Hyatt. I mean, what do you expect? So, I just don't understand why they weren't playing at the beginning. I don't understand why we're running all these design quarterback runs when none of them are working. None of these quarterback runs are working, and you just keep calling quarterback runs on 3rd and 3, on 3rd and 4, on 2nd and you like, what are we doing, Brian? What are we doing? Why are we only using one side of the field? Hmm? Why are we having 3-4 targets at the left side of the field and having Daniel Jones roll out to the right side of the field? Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Now let's talk about Daniel. Daniel Jones, why can't you hit a check down to save your life? Why can't you hit a check down to save your life? You're an NFL quarterback, and one thing that NFL fans say that, is usually hogwash when fans say, I would have made that throw, I would have made that catch. But in this situation, I honestly believe that I can throw better, more accurate passes, more catchable balls to these running backs and tight ends and wide receivers in the flats than Daniel Jones can. These guys aren't in motion. They're not running. They're sitting targets. They're standing in place, and he cannot hit the target to save his life. he could not hit the target. Nobody can catch these passes in the flats and do anything with them because they're always having to pick it up off the ground, or they're always having to go up or reach behind them to catch a check down. The point of check downs is to give your guys a shot to run the football after they catch it. And we can never do it. That kills drives. We don't have the ability to check the ball down. Imagine if you're a defensive coordinator and you know that you cannot, the offense that you're playing against literally can't check the ball down. How must that feel as a defensive coordinator to say, I know if I blitz or if I play deep coverage, they can't even check the ball down right? Why are you missing Wan'Dale Robinson on an out route? What, like, he was not good today. He wasn't good today. I kept asking for DJ to show up. I kept asking for him to show up and be the accurate quarterback that he used to be, that I don't know where he went, but he just couldn't do it. I just don't understand where that guy went. I don't understand where he went. He was never an inaccurate player until 2021. He just wasn't. He was always accurate, pinpoint, on the money, perfect passer. Now, the fumbles, that was an issue. The processing, sometimes, he'd be a little bit late. And then let's think about the processing with Daniel Jones. Today, I watched him see guys open and pause. I watched him see guys open and pause. And then everybody got covered. And then he panics, runs around, and doesn't even throw the ball away sometimes. He did actually a decent job today, better than he has in a while, to actually throw the ball away. But a couple of times he just saw no one was open and he said, okay, I'll just step forward into a sack. I'll just look at the open pocket and the ability to run around or at least run to the sideline and throw the ball out of bounds. But instead, I'm going to step forward into a sack. Like, I'm not surprised. I didn't expect this, but at the same time, I'm not surprised. But to do this on the 100th year anniversary of the New York Football Giants makes my stomach sick, because this is not New York Giants football. This is not what the Giants stand for. Now, defense, I'm holding off. But one thing I will say is these guys, this front four, you are being paid to win your one-on-one matchups. This is the sell of the defense. If those guys can't win their one-on-one matchups, this defense is cooked. We don't have the secondary players to do this. Sam Darnold, thank the heavens that Sam Darnold has 208 passing yards, and I still have my under for some things that I've done. Sam Darnold is lower than 220 something yards, so my underdog stuff is still looking good. But he was comfortable as a bug in a rug. I mean, Sam Darnold got to sit back there. He got to pick his nose. He got to surf the internet. I mean, he got to do whatever he wanted back there. There was no pressure. Dex got back there one time, and look at Sam. Look at Daniel Jones, man. This dude just holds on to the ball forever. But he just got to sit back there and be comfortable. He just got to sit back there, be comfortable, relax, think about what he's going to do later after the game, and just do whatever he wanted. So that pass rush has to turn on next week. It's got to be here next week, because if not, again, this defense is going to be 32nd in the league, because they can't stop anybody if they can't rush the passer. And here goes Daniel Jones taking another sack. And I think that was Andrew Thomas that gave that up. And I did not, at the beginning of the game, the offensive line held up so well. Like, they look great. But here's Andrew Thomas giving up 2 sacks today because the left guard, Runyon, he had some issues today. But also because it's just demoralizing. For Ivan Pace Jr. to come out and say, we're not worried about the Giants and this is all going to be easy for us. And then for them to actually do it is very troubling. It's very troubling. It's troubling. And I know this team is going to find a way to win 6 and 7 games. And I know we're going to find a way to run this back. And I can't believe it. So you guys let me know what you think down in the comments. I just don't know. I don't know how we can get out of this nightmare. I don't understand why we're still in this nightmare. It's ridiculous.